Welcome to Barnstable Today. I'm Nick Cortez. Just a reminder that full-length meetings, special events, and every program we air here on Channel 18 are available to watch online. You can find it all in the town's video archives at town.barnstable.ma.us. Whenever the people are well informed, they can be trusted with their own government. The town of Barnstable heeds these words of Thomas Jefferson by offering a wide variety of information at town offices, on the internet, and of course here on Channel 18. But perhaps the most in-depth opportunity that the town provides to learn about the many departments and people that make our local government work is Inside Barnstable Town Government, a Citizens Leadership Academy, which begins its 16th session on September 8th. Recently, Academy co-facilitators Meg Loughran and Sue French joined us to talk about what the program offers and how you can get involved. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Now, this is the umpteenth session of the Citizens Leadership Academy. It has now a growing history. Tell us a little bit about how this all got started and how it's gotten to the point where it is now.
Okay. This is going to be the 16th session, so that means upwards of 450 people will have gone through this academy. And the way it started was about almost 8 years ago now. John Klim contacted us and said that based on the popularity of the police academy, he had an idea that we could do something similar in the town to promote the different departments of the town, but that he knew he needed some teachers to organize it.
Sure.
And Sue and I are both retired teachers and took it on and spent about 6 months planning and then started the first session in the winter of that following summer, and it's taken off from there. So,
you know, the town manager, in my conversations about this particular thing with him in the past, has said that at the outset nobody really believed that anybody would sign up for this and come do this, and clearly that hasn't been the case. So, Sue, what's your experience been over the years with the level of interest in this class, and why do you think that people continue to be interested in it?
Well, I think it has something for everybody. It's just a really broad course. It helps people see how their government works, how their municipal government operates, how they can participate. One of the goals is to encourage volunteers, and people finish this course and always feel, I think, more connected to their government. They understand where their tax dollar goes and how they can maybe be a part of it.
Sure. Now, let's talk a little bit about specifically how the class works, what people can learn, who the teachers are, and so on.
well, the courses, the individual sessions, there are 11 sessions in the evening, and those are actually facilitated and run by the department managers and their staff. And Sue and I just really facilitate. They're the stars, and this is kind of their night to shine when they do their presentation. So depending on, the size of the department, sometimes they have the entire department present, and sometimes it's just key people, but they give an overview of the entire department.
Mm-hmm.
I think another thing that makes it so attractive is the diversity and the comprehensiveness of this course. We rotate locations, so we're not the same building. They get to see the police station. They get to see a tour of the fire station, what the firefighters do. They go to the airport. They get to go to the senior center. We rotate, and they get to actually see what the municipal employees do, and always end up in awe of what services we get for our town.
As somebody who interviews all the department heads more or less every single week, I can say that there is an enormous amount of work that gets done by very, very dedicated people all across the town of Barnstable.
Right.
And folks really will have a chance to get to know them personally. And I think that's really important, to be able to put a face on who runs this and who runs that, don't you?
Absolutely.
Face to a name. We've heard people, one of the people who took this the first session said, I now have a face to a name, I know who to call.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives people a really good sense that they're not just a number. You can call somebody, you have a problem or a concern, call that person. I think people feel that way when they're done.
Sure.
Right. And all presenters, hand out business cards and say, please call me. And, it's a good entree to say, gee, I took the Citizens Academy, I saw you there, I have this problem. Just to go back to what Sue was talking about people's feeling after they've taken the class, I think unanimously, what we continue hearing from people is what Sue said, that people feel very fortunate to live in this town and realize, what a great place it is to live. And how much is accomplished on really tight budget. we feel strongly about that and love sharing that with people.
Speaking of this being a great place to live, I think one of the nicer features of the class, in addition to everything that you've mentioned, is there's a big tour that happens, and everybody can see all of the villages of the town. And it amazes me, and maybe it shouldn't, because the town is so large that if you live in Cotuit, let's say, you might really not have a great idea what's going on in West Barnstable.
Exactly.
And we have native people that take the course, and they say, I've lived here all my life. I had no idea. We toured them on a Saturday through the 7 villages, and they are amazed at, like, exactly what you said, Cotuit versus Barnstable, or that they've never been over there or seen the activities and the things that go on there.
Sure. Now, let's talk a little bit about the types of people that take this class. I don't know if there's anything that ties them together or if it's a wide variety of people. What do you say?
I would say it's a wide variety. It clearly, seems to be a lot of people who have, extra time. So we get, retired people. But what we're also getting are people that are fairly new to the community. And also, lately, we've been getting, young professionals that really want to know about their community as a way of getting involved.
And I think one of the other nice things about this is that when people take this class, it's not just sitting and listening to a lecture. It's interactive, and you can actually give feedback to department heads. And I've had people tell me, that the department heads, I should say, that it actually helps them in what they do.
We hope so.
And when people get done with the class, what kinds of things do they end up using the knowledge for? Is it just you kind of tuck it away in your back pocket, or are we seeing people get more active?
I think almost everybody does something, be it volunteering at the senior center or at the police station. Not everybody does active volunteering, but they are more knowledgeable. They can be better ambassadors. They can explain things to their neighbors. But most of the people find something out of the 11-week course. It's 11 weeks moving around, find a department that sparks their interest. And they say, that's something I can contribute to or I can volunteer for. We have a lot of expertise in the community here, and they're always looking to add that.
We've also had people that have gone on to run for town council. We've had people that have become, president of different boards and committees and things like that. So I would say that, and we really stress the volunteerism aspect, and as do the presenters. We really encourage people to, and we're very upfront about it. We're really hoping that when this is finished, you'll find a way to plug yourself into the town because we need you.
Well, hopefully we've been able to spark some people's interest. So I guess now it's time to talk about the logistics. How long does the class run for? Where do you go to sign up? All that good stuff. Let us know.
Okay, it's 11 weeks, and starts this session, the 16th session, starts September 8th, and it goes till November 17th. And it's on Wednesday evenings, 6:30 to 9. So it is a commitment for, the fall semester. We hope to run another semester, perhaps on a Tuesday in the winter. But this one starts September 8th, and we encourage people to apply right away because, as you said, there can be a waiting list. So they can go on the website and get an application, or they can call Town Hall. 862-4610 and get an application if they feel comfortable doing that. Someone will mail them one.
Yeah, on the town website on that right-hand side, I think it says Citizens Academy, and they would need to download the application and then mail it into the town manager's office.
And we hope people do that soon because we are looking for applicants now.
Once again, if you'd like to sign up for the upcoming Citizens Leadership Academy, you can find a downloadable application along with a full course syllabus at town.barnstable.ma.us. Now, let's take a look at this week's meetings. On Tuesday, August 17th, the Housing Committee meets in the Selectmen's Conference Room at 8 a.m. At 8:30 a.m., the Conservation Commission meets in the Town Hall Hearing Room, and at 7 p.m., the School Committee meets in the Town Hall Hearing Room. On Wednesday, August 18th, the Hyannis Main Street Waterfront Historic District Commission meets in the Selectmen's Conference Room at 7 p.m., and the Shellfish Committee meets at the MEA offices on Finney's Lane at 7:30 p.m. Well, that's all for now. I'm Nick Cortez, and we'll see you next time on Barnstable Today.